Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore talks a little bit about the future of the MCU, of Marvel in general, and the topic of recasting the Black Panther is brought up. And he just gives it a hard no. We are not doing it. We're not doing it ever. It's never going to happen. So this came with an interview with Ringverse, where Nate Moore, the Marvel's VP of Development, was asked to talk a little bit more about what is going on with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Black Panther in general, and if there is a chance, since they are exploring that avenue, of bringing in a multiverse or recasting T'Challa, aka the Black Panther. And he said, and I quote, "You will not see T'Challa in the MCU 616 universe. We couldn't do it. I'm not hedging my bets here. I'm being quite honest." End quote. And then he talks a little bit more about the challenge of Wakanda Forever without T'Challa, without having a Black Panther. And he says that the teams had a really hard time trying to figure out what to do after that happened. And then they believe that they figured out a natural progression to the story, a natural narrative, and that the teams kind of realized that this is the way we have to go because this is what we have to do. And he says that the challenge from then on was to tell a Black Panther story without the Black Panther. And how does that now influence the entire Marvel universe and the story that we're going to present here that we originally started writing with him in mind? So you get the sense that this is something that was honestly happening for quite a while, right? Or at least that's kind of what I get here. And this does make sense. There's still people that are arguing that maybe you should have done this or that or recasting or whatever, but they're picking what they think is the correct choice and what they probably, believe would be the best, most respectful result, because I would guarantee they probably talked to his wife and everything like that. And this was a decision that they had to make, and this is the one that they're sticking with. And the fact that he says that you're not going to see T'Challa again is, I think, more concrete evidence that they want to stick with this decision. Because they could have easily just said, okay, we recast him just to fill in some blanks, and then we're going to say he passed away between the film or after the events of Avengers Endgame. They could have done that. That's easy. But again, I think from their standpoint, it would feel like disrespect or an insult even, and they didn't want to do that. So you're not going to see T'Challa. And by the sounds of it, they seem determined to stick with this. Now, who knows if that's going to change somewhere down the road as time goes by, because things have changed, with time. But as of right now, it's not happening. And I think they're going to stick with it as long and as hard as possible up until maybe they find some other way to do something.